Hey guys, I hope your fall is going wonderfully. I got a little different video to show you guys. I showed you guys the pumpkin chili, the beginning of fall, and I made references to how great pumpkin was. And what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to show you guys actually how to make stuffed pumpkin where you can eat it, and it's great. You try it once, you're probably going to like it. So this is the recipe that my parents used, my grandparents, and I made a little bit of tweaks here and there. I added some of the stuff like the bacon, the apples, things like that. So my friends, happy Halloween and enjoy the video. And if you decide to make this dish, let me know what you think. So I think we're going to start doing the filling, and what I like to do is I think we're going to start by putting the celery in. Let me show you guys what we're going to need. We're going to need celery. I'm going to use the stalk. We got the peppers, looking really nice. One of my little traits, I like to put apples in, and we got bacon. Now you can put the fully cooked, or you can cook your own. And of course we have onions. Can't forget the onions. Alright, so I like to cut it lengthwise. And I cut it all in half. And the little pieces that scraggly that get away, you can do it. And I like to chop it up nice and into the pot. There we go. I'm going to use 4 large onions, or medium-sized onions, medium to large. Because of the texture, I like to do a fine chop on a couple and a rough chop on others. See? Like that, put that into the pot. And it goes by your taste. If you like onions like I do, put in a couple more. If you're not a fan of onions, you can put in a couple less. Like that. So, into the pot. I'm going to use some fresh peppers. Now I'm going to put a couple in. Again, you can just quick chop, because this will cook down in the stuffing. By the way, wash all the vegetables. I wash them all before chopping them up. That should go without saying, but sometimes you might forget. All right, here's the pot. Okay, so we got celery, onions, and we got peppers. So now I like to add some apples. Again, we wash them. And these are red, delicious apples. Now on a couple of them, I'm going to leave the peel on, and I'll tell you why in a minute. And just like that. So we're going to leave the peel on this one. The pieces of apple, the finely chopped ones, especially the ones without the peel, are going to just kind of disappear into the stuffing. And you won't even notice that they're there, but you'll taste the flavor. Yeah. All right, we got the apples, peppers, celery, and onions in. Now, I'm going to use the pre-cooked bacon because it's a little easier to handle and I want some of the grease. What I'm going to do is cut it this way. Just a nice rough chop, just like that. And into the pot that goes. All right, you can see we chopped up the celery, we chopped up the onions, we chopped up the peppers, the apples, and the bacon. You can see that's getting nice and happy. You might notice I didn't put any butter in because there is a little bit of fat remaining from the bacon to help cook it down. And you're going to get a lot of water from the celery, the apples as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stir it up, and then we're going to cover it, and I'm going to let them kind of sweat down a little bit, and then I'll show you what we do. Okay, so it had a little bit of time to cook down, and you don't want it mushy, but you want it to start breaking down just a bit. And I think now you can understand why we didn't add any butter or oil because of all the liquid that's coming out. So I think what we're going to do now is we're going to add the meat. And I like to add the Italian sausage, or bratwurst, and we're going to add the Hamburg as well. So when we go ahead, I'm going to show you how I do prepare the sausage. I'll show you guys. Bratwurst. You can use any kind of the sausage. If you like, you can use the hot sausage. You can use the sweet Italian. But I'm going to use the bratwurst. And when it comes to removing the casing, all you do is quickly, it might be a little bit easier if the sausage is frozen. You take it out just like that. And just like that, you peel off the casing. And into the pot with that. So we're going to do this. And I got 2 packages. Okay, the sausage is in it. I'm going to use 3 packages of the frozen Hamburg. It's a lot of Hamburg, but we got a big pumpkin. So this is probably 1, 2, 3, 4. This is probably about 6 pounds of Hamburg. Now I know that seems like a lot, but when you guys see the pumpkin, you'll understand why we need a lot. So when that goes, okay, so I added the Hamburg and all the sausages in there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to let this simmer, and we're going to put this on low, and I'll show you guys what it looks like when we're ready to move on when the meat is all cooked down. Okay, so we got the Hamburg and the sausage to cook down, and it's been about an hour on medium heat. Everything is broken down nicely, and you got all that grease. Well, I'm going to show you at least what I do with it. When I peeled and mashed the potatoes, what I did was I actually put some of the grease into the potatoes, because you usually put fat into the potatoes in the form of butter and milk. But what I did was I drained the potatoes, mashed them, and I put some salt, pepper, garlic powder, and some onion powder in. And what I did was I took a ladle and I took some of the meat, the juice and the fat, and I poured it in, and then I'm going to put the potatoes into the pot. I got a metal pan that I'm going to use, and we're going to clean the pumpkin. You can see inside the pumpkin, got all the seeds and all the innards out. Put the innards aside to get the pumpkin seeds. When it comes to the inside of the pumpkin, I like to sprinkle some salt and make sure we get all the walls. Pepper cracker my wife got me for our anniversary, so we gotta put some fresh cracked pepper in there. Yummy. And lastly, I like to put just a little bit of brown sugar, just enough to coat the inside along with the salt and the pepper. And we'll take the spoon and we'll kind of mash it up into the sides. And I'll show you what I'm doing in a minute. I'll show you guys the inside. All right, now we're ready to put the stuffing in. I'll show you guys what it looks like. It's all nice and mixed. And now we're ready to put the pumpkin, it's way bigger than I thought it was, into the pan. And what we're going to do now is we're going to fill the pumpkin with the stuffing. You can see the pumpkin. What we're going to do now is we're going to put the lid back on. And it's ready to go into the oven. A little bit larger than I thought. So we're going to put the oven on 375. Okay, so it's been about an hour. And take a look. I don't want to overcook it because of the way it is. It's so high. It's gonna, if I poke it through and it turns to mush, it's gonna run all over the place. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it out of the oven and I'm gonna let it sit and cook from the inside out, finish cooking, and then we'll serve it up.